Get the mood right. I think you should take a chance and make. Just I've been on my way. I've been on my way for a long time. You've been on your way. You've been on your way.
Hey, we've got somebody ready. I wasn't expecting that. So see. Right. So I'm just getting things started. What's up? Oh, I'm just tired again. I'm just more tired than usual. I don't know why. I have a feeling, but I don't know why. A tummy ache as well. Oh, shut up. I don't know. I don't get it. I did have a thing. I won't get into that. That's bullshit. Yeah, where's my pen? See, I'm just really weird today. I did have a guy talking to me earlier who just would not shut up about how it's the end of the world because of the virus bullshit happening and stuff. I was like, really? Really? I mean, you might as well kill yourself then if you think this is the end of the world. I mean, what are you gonna do? Hey, Itchy. He just woke up from his nap. I talked to Itchy earlier, and then he fell asleep, and then he woke up, and then he fell asleep again. It was very adorable, but yeah, he's like that. He's just too sweet. So what I'm doing while I'm hanging out with you guys is I'm touching up the second piggy picture, or the third piggy picture. I'm just doing the color pass on it and stuff to make sure it looks good. And just hanging out and talking to you guys because, well, that's what I do. Why is this wire always in the way of the camera? I have no idea what I'm going to talk about. Oh yeah, I have no clue what to talk about. First off, though, how is everybody doing? Are we all good? We're all surviving. We're all super not dead. I mean, that's a good thing. Oh, good. My phone fell over. I can't show you this one, by the way, guys, because, well, A, I really don't want to spoil it. B, it's semi-pornographic. I don't know how to explain that. It's not the end of the world. I know, right? But this person was like, it's totally the end of the world. And I was like, alright. So they were trying to get me to say it with them, you know? I like they were looking for validation that it is the end of the world, and I was just not doing that. It's like, sure it is. End of the world, got it. Some people are like that. Grommer is deciding to be loud. Everybody decided to wake up and Grommer for some reason just now. Where do I put the shine on this bit of leather? I don't know. I'm going to put it on this bit. Then I'm going to smooth it out. I've had a headache. I've had a hectic day today. For just being inside, I've had just like a weirdly hectic day. I need a vacation. Like bad. I was going to say, it's been an emotional day, but it hasn't really been an emotional day. I mean, I've been happy a lot. That's weird. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe I'm not used to the whole being happy so much. Because Talk to Itchy really cheered me up, like a lot. So thank you, dude. Thank you, dude, for that. It made me feel nice. So this piece of leather is being a shit, and it's just not blending. I think it's because I've got the brush too small. I have got the brush too small. Of course it's not going to blend well. Ugh. I was being an idiot. An idiot. You needed that. Well, I'm always around. You can call me whenever you want. You know that. I was talking to another friend as well today. That was basically very much. When did that happen? So there's a streak across my screen, and it was like, I don't remember doing that. Why did I do that? So this friend that I was talking to earlier today, basically, he told me to shut up, and he on multiple occasions told me to do. You basically told me to do things, and it's like it really made me question: why am I friends with this person? And the next time I talk to him, I'm basically going to bring that up to him because I'm so tired of people being assholes like that. Yeah, I'm done. I'm just done. And of course, he's going to say it's all my fault and that I'm the cool one and stuff like that. And I'm just like, okay. Whatever. Hey, Panafox. Panafox, I'm only just getting to doing this color pass on the picture, on the piggy picture. This is the first time I've had today, free time I've had today to do this. See, it's been that kind of a day. We go for the smaller brush just to fade that in detail. Yeah, it's really weird having like a nice distraction at the beginning of the day, and for those people who have my Chatterbait details know exactly what I mean. And then having kind of like a nasty surprise at the end of the day, or in my case, it's my middle of the day. You know. I mean, it happens. It happens. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Itchy, I saw that you were online earlier on Messenger. Now, I'm not saying that you are lying. I'm just saying that I know you haven't just woken up. Your Messenger turned itself on randomly about an hour ago. Yeah, is there anything else leather that I need to do? I'll do the lighter bits of the leather. I think I should do the darker bits of the leather now. Where's my leather color? There it is. Dark bits, leather. Yeah, like I said, I need a vacation. Yeah, I meant as in got out of bed. Oh, okay. Okay, I'm not picking on you. I was just saying. It's like I noticed. I saw. I'm not like ruining any secrets or anything here, but Itchy fell asleep while he was talking to me mid-sentence again. It was so cute, you guys. And he's very, very, very good. He's got no sugar for ages, including today, because it was a diet Coke or a Coke Zero or whatever. That he had. It totally wasn't a full sugar Coke that he had while he was talking to me. From McDonald's, which is shut here. Oh, shower. A shower, right. Or the posh one. Is that a posh shower? A shower. It's not a shower, it's a shower. It's a posh shower. It's just a shower. I need a big brush, need the big brush, need the big brush. Big brush. Now, I have a song stuck in my head that's unique. And I know, yeah, it's not unique to this channel. That happens quite a lot here and stuff like that. But it's, does anybody know the track called Who Am I on the Animatrix soundtrack? That's what's in my brain for some reason. I mean, it's an awesome track, but it's just that, why is that in my head now? I mean, it's better than Ninja Sex Party, just playing constantly in my brain. Although I don't mind Ninja Sex Party playing constantly in my brain. I like that, but it's just that I'm just saying it's slightly better quality. Slightly better quality. Nice better. And I remember watching the whole movie, but not any special song. Well, it's the kind of like 1940s noir, you know, the you are bit of the Animatrix. Where he's just beginning to chase her. I'm trying not to spoil it if anybody hasn't seen it, because it's quite good and you should totally watch it. I'm putting detail on fabric, doing texturing on some fabric. It does look good. But yeah. It does go on. That track does definitely go on. Who Am I? That's what the name of the track is on the Animatrix soundtrack. So, yeah. I mainly remember one involving a kid that really messed me up, but the scenery was really pretty and naturey. Really? The kid one. That was the super messed up, like Shia LaBeouf lookalike one, wasn't it? I just remember thinking, "Owie!" Whenever I see that one, I'm always like, "Owie!" That hurt. Why did they make me like witness this? That's great. It's mean of you, Animatrix. Is there any more leather or like this color that I need to do? There is. Oh, bullshit. I've got to do the claws, hooves, paws, whatever they're called. I'll do them now. Don't squeak, desk. Don't do it. Oh, I'll talk about that in a second. I have some spider news. Is relevant. Hoovy balls. Yeah, there's how many things are there on the Animatrix? There's a kid's story. There's the second Renaissance. The second Renaissance Part 2, although that could be counted as that. The last flight of the whatever that's called, the one with the Mortal Kombat music in it. There's the messed up one about the monkey and them trying to train the robots how to live in their version of a Matrix or something. I don't remember that one so much. Well, I do remember it. I'm just kind of like, I remember it being kind of stupid because it didn't look. They didn't have any kind of like natural connections to, you know, they didn't have any like visual connections to the Matrix itself. They redesigned everything, and that was kind of stupid. There's the running guy, the guy who runs. There's the athlete story or whatever it's called. I can't remember. I remember that one being weird because it was very stylistic. So it's like super weird. And is there another one? Am I forgetting one? Oh, a ghost story. The ghost story, the glitch bit of the Matrix. That's for some reason the Matrix has a Japanese quarter. I don't know why. Hey, Jeffers. Right, now I'm done with the leather and stuff. Now I've got all of that done. So what's next? What's next? I think it's the skin. Yay! It's the skin. It's the most complicated part. Woo! Good times. Good times with the skin. Final you got done. What? Oh, detective story. There's detective story. Do they all have like story in their name or like relate to some kind of that? No. There's also the one about that I really enjoy. I really like this one about the training program. The one that's like in it's set in like a Japanese dojo. I really like that one. Like I used to really like that one a lot. Oh my god. Jeffrey, in case you didn't know, we're talking about the Animatrix, the shorts. We're listing off all the shorts for the Animatrix and trying to figure out exactly how many there were. There were a lot. But I remember when I was a kid, I used to be all into that. I used to love that. You know, the different styles of animation and stuff. So yeah, I'm just trying to figure out all of the Animatrix. But yeah, am I missing any? Am I missing any? So what have we got so far? We've got. I'm just gonna like talk about them. Detective story. We'll go for detective story. This is a guy that basically finds Trinity in the Matrix, but he's kind of he's a detective and he's trying to figure out exactly like you know what she's up to and what she's doing and stuff. So that's detective story, and it's all set in a kind of like film noir. Yeah. It's like it's kind of like a New York noir, you know, with the way that it's set up. It's kind of cute. Yeah. Oh, you've got to add sweat to him at some stage. I'll do that in a minute. I'll do that after I've done the colour pass. Got to do one colour pass, and then I've got to do the hair pass. No, I've got to do the tattoo first, and then I've got to do the hair because the tattoo goes under the hair. Obviously, I mean it's like doy. Do his lip. Make sure there's a nice different colour to his lip. Maybe a bit of his chin. I'm trying not to go super artsy-fartsy on this one, but it's hard. Oh no, I just realised the harness goes around over his chest. No, it goes under his chest. It goes between his chest. I don't know. I sent a list on the chat Discord thingy. Talking to voice chat. Well, it's the live chat that it would be. It doesn't matter. I like that I'm in the corner. Final Flight of the Osiris. It's the Final Flight of the Osiris. The Second Renaissance. Oh, they don't have part 1 and 2. Okay. Kid Story. Program. World Record is the racing one. Beyond. That's the ghost. That's the like haunted house, kind of like cordoned off part of the Matrix, the glitch bit of the Matrix or something. A detective story. And Matriculated. Matriculated is the weird one, I think, isn't it? That's at the end. That's the. It's the one where they're trying to indoctrinate machines into their way of thinking by basically abducting them and then running them through the program, like running them through their own version of the Matrix and stuff. Program is that's the like kind of shinobi kind of, you know, the Japanese, the feudal Japan one, isn't it? I think the glitch one was the one that messed me up. The glitch one with all the kids in Japan for some reason. They all speak English. I mean, yeah, I can see that as being a bit screwy. But not like a lot. It's only a bit screwy, not like a lot screwy. Did I hit my screen? Is that why it feels like it's tilted slightly still? I don't know. Whee! I know my screen's dirty. I've got to clean my screen at some stage. Basically, the whole your life is a lie thing, and he was all alone. Oh no, that's not. That's not the glitch one. The glitch one's with the girl who goes to find her cat, and then finds a bunch of kids, all messing around in kind of like a bit of the Matrix. That have you ever seen Thor 2? It's kind of like Thor 2 with the random gravity and the force field, not the force field, the kind of like the portal thing in Thor 2. It's hard to explain. They basically ripped off the animatrix. Like, there's a bit of the world that's broken part of the Matrix and put it in Thor 2, including the wacky gravity and the giant truck that this little kid can just poke with his finger, and it kind of like moves the truck just through the air. It's kind of weird and trippy. The one you're thinking about is Kid Story. Yeah, it's Kid Story. It's about the kid that Neo saved, and it's in the Matrix and all that stuff. I have to watch it again. Maybe my mind altered it over time. No, I think there's two of them. There's two different stories that have kids in them. So that got to be the one then. I remember there being a pet in it. Well, I don't know if he has a pet in his room at the beginning of Kid Story. Kid Story is that he kind of he kind of realizes that something's messed up in the world, and he just goes to school. He acts like it's just his regular day, and then he kind of like runs away from some agents through the school. Is that ringing any bells? That's basically his story, and then they chase him to the roof, and then I'm not going to spoil it. Again, you have to watch the Animatrix. The Animatrix is good. If you like the Matrix is films, then basically you'll like the Animatrix. They're fun. They're definitely fun. And when I was a kid, I basically, well, when I was a teenager in high school, and the Matrix Reloaded came out, which is when the Animatrix, I think the Animatrix came out with them. I don't know what, it probably was just before. But yeah, I basically ate up all of the Matrix stuff because it just made you think about stuff a little bit. It got me into reading some really deep sci-fi stuff, which is good. You know, don't limit your brain head to just the superficial shit. You got to think of the big issues every now and again. I think I'm going to go large with the zooming, I think, because I want to do the belly, and the belly's big, and of course I need to do the belly with the big brush. Big brush. Well, less small brush. There you go. Now, I've been trying to mess with the lighting. I don't know if anybody's noticed this, but on the pig drawings, the lighting isn't obvious where it's coming from. It's kind of looking like it's coming from the front of him. And that's because at first I was going to try to do a weird glowy effect that the jockstrap was glowing. But then I realized that it's made out of some colors that don't traditionally glow, and it would be kind of annoying and complicated to make them glow. So I went with the I basically just went with him having a light kind of at belly navel level facing him, and so all the lighting is coming from the front or below him, which doesn't make sense, but it kind of makes sense. But figuring this out when I'm doing the shading is a pain in the butt, as you can imagine. For example, I've got to light the belly, but I'm like, I don't know how to light the belly. I don't know how to shade the belly. I mean, I'll figure it out. It's not rocket science, but at the same time, it's like, it's not exactly easy to figure out where the lighting and the shininess is going to come from. I think I'll do this, and I'll just gently shade it in. Which is basically just kind of like outlining the bottom of the belly. Oh, fuck it. I'm going to go hard. I'm going to go hard, and then I'm going to use the big brush to gently fade this in to see if that will make it look good. Worst case scenario, I just have to paint the belly again. Paranoia Agent had an episode that had a puppy being demolished by a truck that made me depressed for a legit year. Adult Swim caught me off guard sometimes. That sounds like an American Dad kind of like thing that they would do, just to fuck with you. That sounds like a very Seth MacFarlane kind of like. Oh, and then we just do in super gory detail this puppy getting just creamed by a truck. I swear that's been in like American Dad somewhere. I remember seeing that animated somehow. That looks good. I like that. I can buy that as a reflection. I'm gonna do proper. I'm gonna do it proper in a minute. I'm just kind of outlining where it's going. Have you had your dinner yet, Tubbs? I did. I had chicken and bacon pasta bake, and it was quite nice. And I was very happy with myself as well afterwards, because basically that was the chicken and pasta bake meal is meant for, it's a family size thing, and I was like, ew, I feel good now, but it did make me a bit sleepy afterwards. Just before that, by the way, I filmed this week's video, and I should be doing the editing on that, but I kind of wanted to get this done first, since somebody's paying for this, you know, kind of have like legitimate obligations and all that stuff. Ugh. Stupid adult responsibilities. I'll tell you what I should be doing, and I know I'm messing up right now. Whilst I'm doing this, I should be letting the computer do the do conversions on the files instead of doing the artwork. You know, whilst I'm doing the artwork, let the computer do file conversion. But I screwed up and I did this instead. Ugh. I'm tired, okay? Give me a break. Anyway, that video that I did, the squishy video, should be out on OnlyFans by the end of the weekend at the very least. Also, by the end of the weekend, we should have dates for the Vegas guys, at least the Vegas guys party. So, I mean, I'm excited. I'm actually really excited for this. I really need this. I really need this party, guys. You know, even if it's just me and Itchy and the guys that basically were planning to do the party at Vegas, even if it's just us guys, I would be super happy. Just for a bit of, it's a little bit of escapism, you know. It's a tiki party. I'm not in my office. Yeah, I can tell the light is below the belly. The sides of the legs are dark, so that helps. Yeah, I'm just kind of, I make them shiny in weird places. I've noticed. I'm trying not to do that so much here. Here, I was using a very deep voice just now. Like the bum, I'm trying to light that minimally because that's going to be mostly in shadow. Mostly. It's going to be in shadow mostly. I've got a bunch of 5-minute crafts music stuck in my head again. First it was Animatrix, now it's 5-minute crafts. I mean, what are you trying to tell me, Brain? need to go on holiday. It's like, I know, brain, but I cannot. I'm stuck here. That sounds yummy good, Tubbs. Yeah, it's a big tray of pasta, and it was all for me, and I was very, very happy because it's my favorite kind of pasta. So it's like, yay. Procrastination. Yeah, that's great, Tubbs. Will the vid be on OnlyFans? Yes, I put all the videos on OnlyFans, and then they get uploaded to Pornhub, and then they get uploaded to YouTube. Or if they basically coincide with another theme, then I will upload it to that channel as well. And then I'll upload it to Pornhub, and yeah. Basically, it kind of depends on what the weekly themes are, and if one theme matches the next theme and all that stuff. Once a month, basically, I clear out the videos, and then they have a chance to go onto YouTube, and then they will all eventually go onto YouTube, but they have to be trickle fed into YouTube, so YouTube doesn't freak out and destroy a channel like has already happened, guys. Like has already happened. Remember Tobacco Tubbs? That was a thing. And then it wasn't. So I watched a bit of IHE. He's got a bit of a real thing against the video game Destiny. We thought the Guardian couldn't die until he did. It's like, ugh, who wrote this? Somebody's really proud of themselves, and it's like, ugh, you shouldn't be. That was lame. Go fuck yourselves. Okay. I am also super ready for the tiki party. I know. I kind of want it to be like happening all the time, but I know I'll get bored eventually. Well, I'll get tired. I won't get bored. I'll just get tired. Okay, what am I supposed to be doing? I'm supposed to be zooming into this bit and then touching the sides up of the jockstrap. Then I've got to do all of the fine details in the shadows, because this is the lights. This is all the shiny bits I'm doing now. And then I've got to do the hair, and then I've got to do the tattoo, and then I've got to do the hair, and then I've got to do the sweat. Yeah. They mostly glow at night. Mostly, yeah. A certain elected official Monday said people are dying who have never died before, and I face palmed. It happens, you know. We can't all be geniuses. Sorry. We can't all have simple education. Well, no. We can't all apply the simple education that we've been given. And common sense. That would be crazy. That'd be super crazy. I am having the lighting be kind of like the jockstrap is glowing a little bit, because I'm just applying the anti-shade, you know, the light. The shininess on his skin is around the jockstrap. Mostly. I'm saying mostly a lot. I do know what I'm doing. Honest. Honestly. Lots of hair on his tail as well, why not? That sounds neat, Tubbs. Oh, Don't yawn. No. Bad. Naughty. Don't yawn. Okay, so we've done that bit. I've intentionally not sent anything to the guy who I haven't sent. I'm not going to send him this picture, and I haven't sent him the other picture yet either, because, like I said, I'm kind of wanting to not spoil it for him. So I'm pretty sure he's seen the picture that I've already posted. I've posted the picture, the gassy version, the gassy alt, already on Tumblr, and not Tumblr, on Twitter, and stuff. But he doesn't know that that's his piggy. He might suspect that it's his piggy later. Probably not though. What? If you're currently fighting draw from escaping your mouth, you can just not. Dude, I can't help it. It's a subconscious that. Were you picking it up? I was just like, I wasn't doing that. No, wait, no, I totally was, wasn't I? Ugh. I forget. Itchy knows my little secret about the drawl thing. I've got a drooling problem. My mouth produces way too much saliva. So you may notice that I kind of like do a kind of weird internal licking of my lips kind of thing. Or a little tiny like when I'm clearing my throat, sometimes it's hiding the fact that I'm just trying not to drool over myself. However, one person really likes drool. Because they're a weirdo. An adorable weirdo, but they're still a weirdo. Okay, shading, skin, shadows. I kind of want to show that to all of you guys. Am I on your giant TV? I'm on his giant TV. That's how he noticed. It's not a problem at all, Tubbs. I agree with Itchy. Really? I don't know how. I can't show it. It's not on the same computer even. I just have to do it the low-tech way of turning the camera around. And I'm just not. That's too much work. I'm humongo on Itchy's TV. Just watching you on the 52-inch 4K loving life at the moment. Well, yeah, it must seem huge. Oh, I see what's going on. I wish I was doing something more entertaining, to be honest. Now, it just occurred to me because I was on Chatterbait earlier. You could have done that there. For some reason, I always make the ear look fantastic, and it makes the rest of the face look like shit. I've just noticed because I'm focusing way too much on the ear. Not enough on the rest of the facade. My hand semi-fits around. Itchy's got problems, you guys. Everyone should pity Itchy. He's got issues. Oh my god, it's doing lagging. I'm not streaming. Why is it lagging? I'm not streaming it. It only usually does that when it's streaming. Weird. I'm using the YouTube app now, but I'll definitely look into connecting into Chatbase somehow. Bad. Bad. Naughty. Itchy. Bad Itchy. Now my eye's stinging. I actually thought I was about to say aloud, why is my eye stinging? Like, of course I know why. It's because I'm on live stream. The anti eye particles that are emitted from my camera are radiating my eyeball, making it sting. No, that's full eye spray. Eye spray time. I cannot. I must have eye spray. Shit. The problem is that I need to blink my eyes after I've applied the eye spray, and this one is being super painful. I'm surprised you didn't mention that bit, because I just drooled when I said that. Tubbs, have you ever looked into getting those blue lens? Those blue lens? Is it possible the monitors? The anti-blue lens, you mean? One second, guys. There it is. Oh, it makes my eyes sting, but then they feel magical again after they water for a little bit. This one feels great. This eye feels amazing, especially since it's got the area around the eye moistened. It's like, oh yeah. But this one's like, I am stabbing you in the eye. I am being stabbed. Help, danger, attack, eye in peril. No, don't wipe out off the stuff just yet. Let's do its thing. Okay, it's getting better. Okay. Now I can wipe off the excess. And it's like new. Seriously, it feels fine now. If anything, it feels better. It feels better. Because it's just weird how... That's my good eye. That's the one I don't want messed up. Yeah, it's not so much that. It's just general bullshit. How do I explain it? It's just general eye bullshit. I mean, it happens. I'm glad you found something that helps. Well, that does help. It does. After excruciating pain, it basically goes away. It's all good. Oh, we got the annoying issue that the pink, the light I can deal with, but when I do the shading on the skin, I'm always worried because I don't see it very well. It doesn't come out very clearly. You know, it's not super obvious that this is a different color, a different shade to the one I'm currently using. What were we talking about before my eye decided to self-destruct? Are you new? What is happening here? There's a random part that wasn't shaded in at all. It just had no shading. Okay. Was it Matrix stuff that we were talking about still? I mean, we were, but I thought we'd gone to another topic, but I can't remember what it was. Editing. Was it editing? It was editing, I think. I was gonna talk about editing at some stage because I'm gonna edit the squeeze video, the squeezing video. Yeah, that might be on a stream at some stage in the near future. It takes a day for all the footage to basically go through the encoder and then be pre-rendered. But once that's done, it is good to go. Seriously, it's like the computer just did not give a shit about this particular border of color when I did the filling in, when I did the flat color. So yeah, I was on Itchy's big screen. I mean, I'm not that entertaining. I really do wish I was doing something more entertaining, but I am just talking with you guys. I mean, I like it. I like that I'm talking to you guys, but at the same time, it's like, get a life. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Oh my god. How do I explain it without it sounding weird? Weird. Panafox, Itchy doesn't remember the. I don't think I actually said it out loud now. The thing that I did to Howard that I might not have actually done to Howard. I think it was just in my head, and I stopped myself before I actually did it. Point is, I wanted to do it so badly. But at the time, I was like, no, don't be a jerk. It was probably more the fact that, like, no, don't let him have some other ammunition to be a dick, you know? He has plenty. But yeah, on the topic, let's just talk about that, because that was hilarious. Well, it would have been hilarious. Basically, we went to the Funnel Ranch, and it was great. Oh, but Harold was there, so yeah. We went to the Funnel Ranch, and we had a good time. But Howard was there, and I really just wanted to say to Howard at one stage, you know, like, is that dartboard over there? And he would have been like, yeah, I think so. It's like, cool. Do you want to play darts? And then he would have said, yeah. And I said, and then I would have said, that's great. Oh, we'll be over here. So that's great. We'll be over here. Don't worry about it. I have done that to somebody at one stage. I know I've done that to somebody at some stage. That's the thing. I'm remembering a time when I did that to somebody. And meant it. And well, I would have meant it then. But yeah. It would have been great. I think I did that to somebody in college. One of these people that basically we were at the pub, and they actually do have darts at every pub in the UK. But yeah, we were at the pub, and basically there was this. You know how when you're out of high school and you're out of college, and you can finally go to the pub. Only people in the UK might get this. When you can finally go to the pub by yourself and get beer and stuff by yourself. Well, me and a few of my college buddies were doing that because we could. And I saw somebody who basically was somebody who also was at this pub, and they went to high school with me, but they were kind of like a year down from me. But they were one of these people that basically kind of like, you know, when you're in high school and you always get that one or two kids who think that you are awesome and will not fuck off from you. You know, slightly they got like a little boy crush on you or something. I don't know. But yeah, there's this one kid in my high school who used to basically follow me around a bit, which was creepy, but it's not super creepy. And his sister was hot, and she was in my year, but she wasn't in my school. But yeah. I dated her. Oh my god. I was just like, did I date her? I'm pretty sure I didn't date her, but no, I recognize the location in my head. That was like, no, that was her place. Whoops. Anyway, yeah. So this kid from my high school, who I knew in high school, was at this bar, and basically he started to do the whole thing where he was like, he would not leave us alone, and wouldn't stop hanging out with us. And I'd already made it abundantly clear just before I left high school that he was annoying me. You know, he would basically hang around the tuck shop where I worked in high school. He would come to the computer class, when I was doing extra studying for my extra courses and stuff, and just always be there when I really needed to work. I remember having to go to the school library because it was the only place that I didn't think that he'd find me at. Anyway, he came to the bar and wouldn't leave us alone. And essentially, there was the dartboard, and I said to him, "It's like, hey, there's a dartboard over there. Do you want to play some darts?" And he said, "Yeah." And I said, "Great, I'll be over here." Like I was walking towards the dartboard, and while I was saying this to him, and then like just as he was beginning to be in front of me, I basically said, "Great, I'll be over here." And then I kind of turned around and went back to my friends, and he took the hint, kind of. But I felt really bad about it afterwards. I didn't feel that badly about it. He was being a bit of a shit. He was saying how great his life is, even though basically it sounded like his life was a piece of shit. I wanted to say to him, like, maybe you should have, not hung around me so much and actually did some studying instead of interrupting my studying. But no, he was telling me how great his job. I can't remember if he worked at a car wash. I think it was a car wash. It just sounded super suspect, and like, yeah, that's what you get when you basically fuck with people. I didn't sleep with his sister, by the way. We just were boyfriend girlfriend for a while. Not that that matters to the story. Do you think he had a crush on you or something? I don't think so. I think it's just that I mean, I've done this. I remember doing this when I was a kid. There was a kid called Stuart. He was my cousin. He was my cousin, and I realized I was doing this to him. But he went to the same primary school, sorry, junior high or whatever you want to call it. We were talking about this before when you fell asleep. And I used to really like, I used to hang out with him. I thought he was awesome, and basically, I would do whatever I could to hang out with him and his friends because he was a couple of grades above me in junior high. And looking back on it, I'm not proud of myself. I was kind of being a nuisance. I was being a bit of a pest, and I get it, But I figured out that, exactly what I was doing, and was like, oh, this is why they don't want to hang out with me, because I'm kind of being a dick. I'm not letting them have their own free time with kids their own age, and I should hang out with kids my own age instead. So basically it was like, yeah, I figured I'd just, yeah. Well, that's what kind of happened to me in high school. Basically, that kid wouldn't leave me alone, and sometimes it was fine, sometimes it was fine. He provided a good distraction every now and again at the tuck shop when it was a slow day and I wasn't having anybody to talk to, and all my friends were busy, like, not being a responsible teenager with a job, like they're supposed to. But yeah. Was he a lot younger than you? Like I said, he was just a year below me. He seemed a lot younger, but he was only just a year below me. It wasn't anything. It wasn't anything that weird. So I've done the hands. I've done. I think I've got to do the belly. I've got to do a bit of the butt and the tail. I've got to do that. But then that bit's done, and then I can move on to the tattoo in the hair, and then the bodily fluids. I'm very self-conscious about my mouth fluids right now because of the whole I'm on a giant TV somewhere thing. You're not the only one that does that. Somebody sent me a picture of them watching me on their giant TV. Which was nice. It might have been Chris, actually. I think Chris has done that once. watching a not naughty video of me on his giant TV. He's shown me doing naughty things on his TV once, and that was quite funny. Are you thirsty? Not particularly. Oh no. I like how you can see all of the red for some reason on your TV. A lot of my red hair and some of my grey hair is actually very visible on his TV in super HD and stuff like that. This is a pretty good camera. It's a pretty high-end webcam, so it will pick all of that shit up. Bless. The anus. Well, you can't see the anus. Calm down, YouTube. I was just saying anus like that because I'm shading his butt. Big piggy butt. I'm only doing light shading because I'm doing big shading in a second when I do his belly and stuff. Get the airbrush out and basically make some skin tones happen instead of just one tone. It's multiple skin tones. Muchos skin tones grande. So that's a thing from Scrubs. When somebody tells the Todd how to pick up Spanish chicks, he basically says in Spanish, it's like, dude, I don't think this your Spanish pickup line is working. And he's like, just say it again, and then he basically says that I have herpes in Spanish. and the guy's like, no, you got it. And then and then he just kind of like he walks away, and he says to himself, muchas herpes grandes. I thought it was hilarious. Also, Itchy, you're stupid. You're sweet. You're sweet, stupid. I love you, dude. But like, I think you've had too much to drink and not enough food. I think that's what's happening. In case people don't know, Itchy posted a picture on Discord of him trying to give me a drink on his giant screen with, I don't know what that is. It looks like bourbon. Looks like bourbon. It's like whiskey. Oh yeah, around the hooves. Around the hooves. Because there's some bleed through around the hooves for some reason. Looks like I'm using it. It sounds like I'm using a tiny saw, right? It's Jack Daniels with honey. Yep, it's that. I knew that was what it was. I can't remember exactly what it was called, but I had a feeling. Not in the feeling. Oh my god! Okay, yeah, I have to fix that. The toe, the big toe, is like right out in the, like the color is spilling out all over the belly for some reason on the big toe. That was weird. We'll do the touching up on the belly, on the bottom of the belly, so that it looks like it's casting a shadow on the floor. Well, not a shadow on the floor, but on the belly. On the belly. Oh no, I said it like Itchy says it. I do that. I mimic people. If I've been talking to them for a while, I mimic like their style of talking. It's probably how I'm stuck with this accent. It's like when I'm talking to my cousin, and basically he says purpose, but he says poipus and boyd instead of purpose and bird. Right, I'm going to use the big brush time. And we're merging, merging. He says lovely. He actually does say lovely, which I thought was it's a very English thing to say. But he says it in a very like West Country, the English West Country accent. He says lovely. But that might be a bit of an American thing as well. That's just lovely. Oh no, yep, I'm hearing it now. Yep, it's American. That's just lovely. His neat New York accent. Yeah, seriously, it is like some parts of New York, like wherever he came from. Oh, it's stuck in the 20s because it sounds like an ancient, kind of like the transatlantic accent that you don't hear anymore. It's kind of like that combined with the old-timey kind of New York accent, where they say poipus and they push their hats to the front of their head whenever they want to look tough. Seriously, that was a thing. It's like, well, this will look cool. This looks cool and intimidating. It's like, it doesn't though. You kind of just look like a tit. Like, whoever thought that was funny? I have a coworker that says perfect that way you just said purpose. Yeah, he says perfect too. He says perfect. Perfect. It just sounds so funny to me. Perfect. That's perfect. Whiskey. Perfect. I just heard myself and it sounded just like him. Okay, now airbrushing and then tiny details and then it's done. I'm gonna have custard for supper, I think. I'm gonna have custard. I'm thinking about what I want for food. I've got chocolate custard, which is actually super yummy. Like, you have no idea how super great chocolate custard is. Oh. So I'm being very delicate with the airbrush. Oh, also its density is like lowered, which is nice because oh yeah, I did that when I did the smoke effect. I lowered the density of the brush. But I absolutely love the airbrush with this particular density because it makes things so nice, so simple, and yet it actually looks pretty good too. Although it messed up there for a second because lag or whatever. Where's his butt? I've got to airbrush his butt. I'm gonna airbrush his leg a little bit too. The hell of it. It adds depth and gives the skin that like random translucent, almost translucent effect, which is nice. Don't smell that. It's not safe, Tubbs. What? What are you talking? Oh, you've got another picture. What is that? Somebody's having fun with their giant TV. Dude. I love having Itchy here. Itchy, why are you not here more? Oh yeah, he's probably busy. It's usually because he's busy. I miss Itchy when he's not here. I is usually at work. Yeah, that's true. That is the truth. That is for true. Right, save. I haven't saved in a while. I just got paranoid just now. It's fine. It's safe. Woo! We see who the favorite child is. What? No, I'm just saying that he's not on as much as I'd like. That's not favoritism. If I basically said, I don't care about anybody else, I want Itchy to be here all the time. No, fuck everybody else, I want Itchy to be here all the time. Also, I do kind of like Itchy more, you know. God damn it. I just realized it's like, oh, why do you have to be that honest? There's the guy in my head that was like, don't say that, it'll hurt people's feelings. It's like, but it's the truth. I have to say it. It's like, no, you don't. It's true, though. It's true. If I'm totally honest, Itchy is kind of one of my favorite people on the planet. You guys know that. I love him like super much. Brush. Give me the brush. Give me the brush. Thank you. Okay. Tiny brush, please. Tiny brush engaged. I didn't think that was working for a second. So I just noticed I haven't done the tusks. I haven't done any detail on the tusks, so I'm just quickly touching that up. Because, well, it needs it. And So, I have a job interview April 16th for the corporal job, so hopefully I'll get it and be able to work normal hours. Yay! Also, he's getting a uniform. He's going to look really cute in the uniform. We love our adorable Chihuahua. We do. Oh, actually, that's great. I'm sending good vibes your way because I know you will get it. Wait, when was we going to go to Vegas? Doesn't matter. I was just seeing. No, I want it lighter than that. I did the shading on the tusks, but I haven't done any of the brightening up of the tusks. You know? Shiny tusks. Yeah. I'm gonna rock a stab vest. Actually, that does sound a bit cute. It was Thursday. It was the Thursday after Vegas. I mean, would you have been conscious? Right, now I think we are not done because I haven't done one little bit. There's one tiny bit that I haven't done. Should I keep it just flat color? I think I might just keep it flat color. The strap that holds the jock. I haven't done. That's the only part that hasn't been touched up. I'm going to do it now. It's going to look super cute. Super badass and cute. Where does it come from? Oh, it's South Park. It comes from South Park. Oh, the old spaceships now look super badass and cute. That's what they said on South Park. When they were doing that whole, reboot thing. Right. I don't know what noise that was. I was just saying right a lot. Okay. That all looks good. All the shading is now done on everything except we need to add the tattoo, the hair, and then the sweat, and then we are completed. Can I do this in 20 minutes, do you think? I thought this whole thing was going to take 20 minutes, but no, apparently it's going to take an hour and 20 minutes. Oh, so my job taught me how to work the meat market today. What do you mean? Do you mean they taught you how to do? I don't know how that goes. The entire meat market? Is that what's happening? So I just realized that I was on screen. Potentially the big screen. Right, I need this layer illuminated. I also need to see where the old hair was going to go. Because that's not on this layer anymore. Tattoos. I need to do the tattoos first. Of course I need to do the tattoos first. Shut up. I know what I'm doing. I'm the smartiest. Right. Tattoo detail. Go! Technically, I should have done this before I added all of the butt shininess. I'll pack with fresh meat and everything. Ew! I bet your vegetarian friends are like, ew! But you're like, I don't care, it's just meat. right? Do you? Okay. I have to have the arrow. No, I don't have to have the arrow. The arrow's last. So I'm doing the butt tattoo. Yeah, that doesn't help. That's just butt tattoo. I mean, you can't really tell what it is, but you can kind of tell what it is. Let me see. Nope, that's the wrong layer. Yeah, you can kind of tell what it is. It looks like the bacon and the heart and stuff. Anyway, now that we've done that, is this a good color to do the barbed wire? Yes, it is. So we go over to the barbed wire, and I've got to do the barbed wire. You kind of want to see his persona as a butcher. No, isn't that dark? That seems really dark. Wait a minute, who am I talking about? Yeah, I was wondering when somebody was going to notice that I did that. I've done that like 4 times now. I shouldn't press so hard on the pad. Fuck. Shit. Sorry, I accidentally pushed the button on the side and oh god. Funny, I was thinking the same thing. I mean, one of the sodas is a skull wolf. Yeah. I pushed one of the buttons on the side and now it's defaulted to blue, the color, so I've got to find the color again. Yeah, it's the same color. Okay. Right, how does that look? Let's have a look. Looks good. It doesn't look as dark as the other one, but I think that the picture's slightly less dark anyway. Just the nature of it all. Okay, and now I want hair. And before I did the hair, really tiny fine grade. And all over the anus. Kidding, no, it wasn't all over the anus. It was all over the butt. And facet, and that's too bright. It needs a darker grey. kind of grey brown. That's too light again. What the fuck? What was the other one like? I can't remember. So just very simple. I could just bring it up on the computer, but I'm going to bring it up on the on here. It's in Artec, isn't it? There it is. Yeah, it was more browny grey than it was actually grey. I gotcha. I gotcha. Make a kind of like a Roth hog Diablo skin. What? I'm itchy in my beard. Sorry. Funny joke. Okay. That color. Yeah, that's the right one. Not make it too long. I'll make it just right. Just right. My hair's on his chinny chin. Fuzzy chest. Gotta get the fuzzy chest down. Also fuzzy arms, because I've got like it's got the kind of that weird kind of like fuzzy gorilla aesthetic that you see on some more mature men. I was gonna fully age him up, but I didn't know how the my patron, the person that's commissioned this, would like it. I don't know if they like age progression or. Not everybody's into Santa like I am, you know. And that's fine. Everybody has their things. They're just wrong, but you know, whatever. So in my head, Buddy the Elf just did the whole Santa. I know him. He's my dad. He's my actual dad, not my dead dad. He's my actual dad. I'm maintaining that, by the way. Yes, I know it's weird. I'm attracted to my dad. My actual dad, not my dead dad. I don't have to care what you guys think. Would you be able to go back and load it so you can do an alternate age version? I mean, if I save the file, yeah. I haven't deleted any of these yet, so if I save the file, yeah. That's not super hard to do. It's a little annoying, but yeah. So I just realized I haven't done something. And this is the perfect opportunity to do this in this picture. There we go. Chest hair still on the chest hair. There's so much chest hair. Yeah, I could do a really age progression thing. It depends. Maybe he'll like that. You know, maybe he'll like it, and then I can go back and edit it. Did he have back hair? No, he had butt hair. He had some back hair, but on the top of him that you can't see. But he had butt hair. Hair on his butt. On his anus. On his anus. I'm going to put some hair around his tail as well, just because it looks cute. It looks cute. Shut up, desk. It's not that bad. It does ruin the tattoo a little bit, maybe. This is just very tedious work doing every single individual hair like this, but it has to be done. It's very funny when the computer doesn't actually catch up properly, and then all of a sudden it just like it puts all the lines that you just did in at once. So it's like hair. I'm not going to cover up the tattoo so much. I don't know, looking great. I know it's looking good. Yeah, I can't show because YouTube will get a hissy fit. I can't put it on Discord. I can't do the live stream on Discord either because I'm doing a live stream here. I don't know how that would cross connections with the computer. It might just say shut down everything. Probably not, but I'm not willing to whisk it. Whisk it like an egg. I did say my brain was tired, right? You guys know that. You could stream later tonight. I might do, but the thing is that I don't know if I'll be doing this later tonight. Later tonight, I might be doing editing. Well, actually, that's true. I'll have to wait for the things to load. But all you guys here that are currently in the chat anyway, I mean, I'm going to send this to Jeffrey, and I'm going to post this on my art page on Discord, on the art page on Discord. Oh, we're just over halfway of doing the butt hair. Still butt hair. So much butt So my hand was getting tired. It's a bunch of squiggly lines. It's not hard. Sure, man, I could never figure out what. You need more whiskey. What? Sure, man, if I can ever figure it out. Yeah, I don't think Itchy can figure it out on his phone. Get a computer, man. I will give you a laptop. You can probably have this one because I've got another laptop now. I've got my dad's old computer. So, yeah, it's just, I mean, it's easy. You have to come get it, though. That's the problem. He took it with him. I thought you had a laptop. I knew you had a laptop somewhere. I didn't know that he basically. I didn't know you only had the one. I thought you had one each because I thought you would have gotten one by now. But no, I remembered now. I have the information. It's in my brain. Just a couple of hairs around the edges here. I don't trust my left hand to do. The hair on his butt this time looks a bit squiggly to me. Doesn't look as like organic somehow. I'm talking about all the hair, by the way, on the butt. It's super detailed that I don't trust my left hand to do. But for colouring and shading and staying in the lines, it's fine. It's just that all of the butt looks weird, not just the bit that my left hand did. Okay, brain. Land down under. Really? What is the deal with that? I'm adding a couple of hairs just here and there as well. Just for funsies. I was going to do some on his belly, but where would I even put them on his belly? Then it's fluid time. Woo! And then that's it. Then that will be that. It would be around the edges because he will. No, he hasn't got any fur in his belly. I'm still going to put just a couple every now and again. They do look a bit too spaced out, but I'm okay with that. Be an itchy tonight. Yeah, I've got to figure out exactly what picture I'm doing because I don't know what one it will be later. And it might be a lot later, Itchy, because I don't know what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to because I'm going to have my custard and then I'm going to play on the computer for a little bit and then I'm going to basically, yeah, I'm going to check my mail. Then I'm going to come on and do art on Discord. And Jeffrey, are you still there? Jeffrey? I'll probably still be up. Yeah, right. Because he sleeps. He sleeps a lot. So we don't want it perfectly white. We want it nearly perfectly white because that's good fluid design. Okay. So where are the fluids gonna be? Because I've got no planning for this because this was the layer that got deleted somehow when I saved before. Speaking of saving, I'm trying to do that as much as possible. Yeah, Jeffers, I've got to ask, where the hell are you on Discord? Because on Discord, you're not there yet. And I said to you that you probably have to be on Discord because you get the most out of Discord. But no, he's not on Discord yet. What's he doing to me, please? I'm going to only add tiny sweats. Tiny sweats. So, like maybe around his... So everybody went quiet, so I don't know. I was really concentrating. Super concentration. Also, toot. Do you have any other commissions? I've got, well, this is technically there's 6 commissions in this series because I've got the pig biker ogre guy that I've already done, and this is a 5-part series. So, and this is the third one. This is the third picture in the 5-part series. So I've still got to do another 2 pictures in this series, and then I've got a request. Well, I've got Panda Fox, your request, unless you count the gassy alt of the final picture in the series. Oh, god damn it. Why am I hiccuping? What's the deal? But yeah, I've got another request after that, which I'm actually considering not doing. what they've asked for is just definitely not in my wheelhouse, you know. Can it be just like little sweats? I mean, I did say that I was going to do little sweats, but I've done a couple of big ones here and there because I want the final picture. As you can see, have you seen it? As you've seen in the final picture, he kind of he has big sweats. He has big pig sweats, and I already have a lot of fluids in this one. You know. John, if you go to the main page for Bear Tubs for this channel, if you go to the main page above it, is that also an old link? Because I'll have to change that. Why does Discord do that, by the way? That's pretty annoying. You know, please edit this link so it never expires. Okay, I did that. This link has expired. That one's also not working. Oh, good. Could somebody help him? Because I'm not a mod. Am I a mod? No, I'm not a mod. I should have made all my channels mods, but I don't. That's my bad. Basically, anybody that's a mod can post links in the chat. I need the blue back. I need the blue back because it's the special blue for the special blue bit. Or not. Can somebody please help this man? No. Sorry, dude. It looks like you're fucked. I would actually do something, but I'm currently doing something. How comes you did you like lose your old account or something? Is that what happened? Yeah, I've been off all of my stuff for a while, and I'm not good at keeping passwords. Well, fair enough. Well, I will help you, but if you stick around until the very, very end, but I'm sure somebody will come on and help. Guys, what's up? Where did everybody go? Could one of the mods please post an invite link into my Discord in there? I'm going to be doing it after I finish the stream. So after the stream ends, if you go to the main page, then I'll put a new link in there. So if you go to the main page on my channel and go to the thing that's next to the PayPal button, then basically that thing should be a new invite link to my Discord. Because literally when the stream ends, I'm going to go fix that. I might even do it on stream. At the very end. So if you just stick around, dude, I'll sort that out because I am almost done. I'm like super almost done. Is that all of the blue that I need to finish? Hey Jeff, welcome back. Jeffrey, I know you can't help because you don't know how to get onto Discord. But this is your chance, Jeffrey, because it'll be super helpful if you did know. Right. Literally there's one thing that I have to do. Airbrush. Big airbrush. Oh. Did you just get on? Little John Little just turned into Raphael. I'm confused. I'm just going to continue like none of that ever happened. You nearly made me do a whoopsie. Right. Um. So I'm literally just adding the very, very final touches, and then it will be completed, and that's all good. It's going really quiet. Did everybody like die? I guess so. The Discord server I'm in is letting new people join our server, so I'm helping. Cool. Right, I think I'm done. Just in time as well. I feel like I'm missing something really important, but at the same time, it's like I do not care. I think I've spent too much time on this one anyway. That I was supposed to anyway. I would show you guys, but again, it won't be safe. It won't be safe. It's going to explode. So I'm going to export that as a typical. I got a bad feeling that didn't work. Also, I'm going to go over to. I'm going to go to Discord. I mean, is it a good server? I don't know. I don't know. It's like, would I be interested? Okay, expire after never. Yep, that's a different link. Copied. And then I go over to YouTube. It's mostly just a furry server. Okay. Yeah, I know, but there's furry servers and then there's specialist furry servers that specialize in certain specific furry stuff. And I didn't know if it was like one of those. Because if it's just a generic one, then I'm not interested because I was part of a furry server and then it kind of went sideways. You're back, what I miss? Everything. Oh, while I was on Discord, I was supposed to send this. It's taking its time. You missed. Are you really doing this to me, computer? Nope, there it is. I've got two files that are the same for some reason. I'm going to select both of them and put them on Discord. One of them's just a sketch version of it. Why are they the same? Why? There we go. They are now on Discord. So that is number 3 in the series. 3? No, that's number 4 in the series. I've got to do number 2 and 3. So he goes. So that's the bit where his belly bottoms out before he falls onto his belly, and yeah, it's a thing. It's a thing. Okay. Switch account. Switch account. Why is it? But YouTube is being slow today. Ours is like a fat muscle group. So kind of a gainer group. Yeah, go for it. Send me an invite if you fancy. I'm not gonna like force you to do it or whatever. Yeah, Itchy. Check out the picture I just did. I posted it on Discord. Jeffers, go to Discord. I'm getting the link. So you can do it easily. Why did it sign out? It signed me out on this server for some reason. Oh my god. What is your G account? Password? I don't know. I honestly just hit the keyboard hard. Right, bear tubs. There we go. Okay. I just was like, numbers, letters. I love it when you say fancy. Really? Fancy. Not fancy, it's fancy. Okay, signed in. Anyway, I'm saying anyway a lot. Why am I doing this? It hurts. It hurts. It hurts. That's another thing he says. He says it hurts. Seriously, it's bad. I was just trying to figure out how exactly do I do these? Do I do this? Customize channel. It's the customize channel button, isn't it? No, you go to about and then you change that. Right? Yeah, I go to about. Discord. And there we go. Done. Is there a save button or is it all good? I guess it's all good. Right, so the I've updated my profile page to include the new Discord app. The new Discord link. So that should be all fine. Oh, there's Ian's channel. Sorry, I'm just noticing weird things about the YouTube studio and stuff. Like, ugh. So do I go to my channel? How do I get back out of this? I don't. I'm stuck here forever. Okay. Right, guys. Well, that's it. That is it. While I'm here, I am hopefully not going to break this. My whole computer's being slow. That's not good. But yeah, I will be back on Discord anyway. Sometime after I've had my custard and checked my mail and stuff. But then I'm going to be back. I'm going to be back tomorrow, probably doing some more art or doing some editing. So keep an eye out. I'll be here. Yeah, the internet is being slow. I have no idea why. There you go. And it's off to Jeff as well, even though he should definitely get Discord, because there's no excuse for it now. It's on here. Well, what I do, well, I don't know. I'm confused. I think it's because he said that he was inviting me to the Discord thing, but I don't know. Anyway, now my other eye is itchy. I'm gonna eat my custard. You guys have a good night. Oh, the spider situation I didn't tell you about. Well, I'll tell you about it while I'm doing this. The spider, belly rubs and belly salute. The spider, the big spider that was in here, became a nuisance. She made a huge web in the middle of the room, like where I'm standing. And I found her in the process of finishing making a web. And so I basically got her on my noodle, on this thing, on the end of the noodle, and gently persuaded her to be on the end of the noodle and then took her outside. So she's been evicted. But that's what you get when you make webs in the middle of the room, spiders. Guys, are you hearing me? You can't talk. So yeah, that's the spider news. The big spider that I've been talking about that's been up in this corner for a while is now gone. Outside. She's probably still outside. She's probably going to make a web between the little container outside of my office and the office. So I get to walk into that, which will be fun. Anyway, bye guys. I'll see you later. Have a good night. I need to pee now too.